Ever wondered how to make your own rainbow bagels at home? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're demystifying the art of homemade rainbow bagels, taking you through each step of the process. We'll start with making the dough, then move on to the fun bit, dyeing it vibrant hues. You'll learn how to twist and shape these colorful ropes into bagel form before we boil and bake them to perfection. Ready to add some color to your breakfast? Let's dive in. First, gather all the necessary ingredients and tools. You'll need high-gluten flour, sugar, salt, yeast, and water for the bagel dough. Then, to create our vibrant hues, we'll use a variety of food colorings. As for tools, a mixing bowl, a sturdy wooden spoon, a dough cutter, and a baking sheet are essential. And of course, don't forget the pot for boiling your bagels. Armed with these tools and ingredients, you're well on your way. With these at hand, you're ready to start the colorful journey. The first step is to make the bagel dough. Start by combining 1 packet of active dry yeast with a dash of sugar and 1.5 cups of warm water. Stir it gently and let it sit for a spell until the mixture starts to froth, signaling that the yeast is active. Meanwhile, in a large bowl, whisk together 4 cups of bread flour and a teaspoon of salt. Make a well in the center of the flour mixture and pour in the yeast mixture. Mix it together with a wooden spoon until a shaggy dough begins to form. Now, roll up your sleeves and get your hands in there. Knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until it's smooth and elastic. If it's too sticky, feel free to add a sprinkle of flour. And there you have it. Now you have a nice smooth bagel dough. Let's add some color. This is where the magic happens, coloring the dough. Now that we've got our homemade bagel dough ready, let's transform it into a riot of colors. First, we need to divide our dough. Depending on how many colors you plan to use, split the dough into equal sections. 6 vibrant shades make for a stunning rainbow effect, but feel free to let your creativity run wild. Once divided, it's time to infuse our dough with color. We're using food coloring, which is safe and edible. Don a pair of gloves to protect your hands from staining, then add a few drops of food coloring to each dough section. Now the fun part, kneading the colors in. Work the color into the dough, folding and kneading until the color is evenly distributed. This might take a few minutes, but trust me, the result is worth it. After coloring, it's time to shape our dough. Roll each colored section into long, thin ropes. Line them up side by side, then twist them together to create a beautiful, colorful swirl. This is the moment where your bagels start to take on their rainbow identity. It's a bit like a doughy, edible art project. Look at those vibrant colors. Now it's time to turn these dough ropes into bagel shapes. The rainbow magic is just getting started, my friends. The real transformation happens in the oven. Stay tuned. Now let's shape, boil, and bake these colorful delights. Once you've got your vibrant ropes of dough, it's time to twist them together. You're aiming to create a psychedelic swirl of colors, but don't worry too much about perfection. The beauty of these bagels is in their uniqueness. Once your ropes are twisted, bring the ends together to form a circle, just like a traditional bagel. There's no need to be overly precise here. A little unevenness gives your bagels character. Now let's get them ready for a quick dip in the hot tub. Boiling is the secret to a bagel's distinctive chewy texture. Bring a large pot of water to a rolling boil. Drop your bagels in, but not too many at once. You don't want them to crowd. Let them bob around for about a minute on each side before fishing them out with a slotted spoon. Now for the final step, baking. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Place your boiled bagels on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Pop them into the oven for about 20 minutes, or until they're golden brown and your kitchen smells like a bakery. And voila, you now have your very own homemade rainbow bagels. So go ahead, take a bite and taste the rainbow. So, there you have it. A simple guide to making rainbow bagels at home. Remember, it's all about making the dough, dividing and coloring, then shaping, boiling, and baking. Give it a go and create your own colorful culinary masterpiece. Happy baking and enjoy your vibrant rainbow bagels.